Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Your question is, being appreciated, being admired, or being flattered? What is the best? Again, being appreciated, being admired, or being flattered? What is the best?
For me, I will choose being admired. Because being LGBT community, we are living in a judgmental world. We are experiencing discrimination of other people. But I will stand here tonight to inspire you to admire you guys. And because I do believe that no words, however kind of man, can soothe your pain away. But hope the love around you will help you through the day. Thank you so much and good afternoon.
Your question is, okay, I will be repeating it. If you want to compare your legacy in life, would you compare it to a sunrise or a sunset? Again, if you want to compare your legacy in life, would you compare it to a sunrise or a sunset?
Thank you so much for that question. I would rather choose to compare myself to a sunrise. Because I joined this Miss Gay Bicolandia for 3 times. And I believe that joining again Miss Gay Bicolandia is something that gives me more motivation to continue what I am doing. And also, I am really grateful that I have all of those people who uplift my spirit by joining this Miss Gay Bicolandia again. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 2.
So your question is, old saying, home is the best policy, or honesty is the best. Old saying says, honesty is the best policy. When is the right time to tell a lie?
Maraming salamat po sa magandang katanungan. So, ang best po para po magsabi po tayo ng sinungalingan is kung alam po natin na ikakasira po ito ng kapwa natin. So, mas pipiliin po natin ng sinungaling kaysa po makasira po tayo ng kapwa natin. Kasi kung alam naman po natin na masisiraan po natin ang kanyang damdamin at sasaktan po natin siya, bakit po natin bigyan ng pagkakataong magsinungaling tayo kahit papado man lang, kahit isang beses man lang tayo magkamali. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
So among these princesses, would you choose A, Sleeping Beauty that had slept for many years, B, Rapunzel that had been trapped in the tower for many years, or C, Fiona that transforms into an ogress when she marries Shrek, and why?
Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Kung papipiliin ko ako, yung papipiliin ko po ay si Princess Aurora na natulog ng 100 taon, na kung saan kailangan na natin gisingin ang diskriminasyon dito sa mundong ating ginagalawan, na kung saan tayo ay magkaisa, tayo ay magtulong-tulong upang ang diskriminasyon ay mawala dito sa mundong ating ginagalawan. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Let me repeat. Narcissism is love for oneself. Emildific is love of extravagance. How about LGBTQIA? Again, narcissism is love of oneself. Emildific is love of extravagance. How about LGBTQIA?
Thank you so much for that wonderful praise. I believe that LGBTQIA+ is love for everyone. Knowing for the fact that we have been discriminated for very, very long years already, we felt that men and women are already experiencing the rights that they truly deserve. But what us, the LGBTQIA+ community, we are still suffering from discrimination, social injustices, and many more. So we must love the LGBTQIA+ because we are sharing love to you as we present ourselves as a candidate for this Miss Gay Bicolandia to provide happiness for everyone, to provide love for everyone. So we are asking for the different senators, for the different congressmen to pass the SOG bill in order for us to feel your love as well as we are being protected from our rights and our welfare. Thank you so much.
So this is your question. Grammatically speaking, questions always question mark. Now, how do you end a question with a period? Again, grammatically speaking, questions end with a question mark. Now, how are you going to end a question with a period?
Okay, I'm going to end the question with a period with this. Every circumstances of life, there are circumstances and you have to put a period on it. And what it is, at that time, you can realize to yourself that you can learn from it, from your mistakes. At the end of time, if you put period at the end of the word, that's it. That's the final. It's your choice. Thank you.
If you are a chip in a Pringles can, would you be at the top, middle, or bottom, and why? Again, if you are a chip in a Pringles can, would you be on top, middle, or bottom, and why?
That is actually a very challenging question because it's quite different. That, you know, if I am in a Pringles, what would be, if I'm a chip on a Pringle, what would be? Am I on the top, middle, or on the bottom? I would definitely choose the bottom part. Why, ladies and gentlemen, if I will definitely connect that into our life, I believe that our sacrifices, our challenges in life are actually always at the end. And just like that Pringles, ladies and gentlemen, in life we will experience different challenges, failures, obstacles in life, but after these challenges, after these failures, we'll definitely succeed in the future. So let's think of the brighter message of this particular question. If you're also on my situation, which will you choose? The answer is in your hands. Thank you so much, and to God be the glory.
Your question is, when does your perfection becomes imperfect and your imperfection becomes perfect? Again, when does your perfection becomes perfect and your imperfection becomes perfect?
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. As Marilyn Monroe once said, imperfection is beauty. My perfection comes with a price, and the imperfection that comes with it is also a connotation of how I live this world. The imperfection of the world comes in my hand, and the advocacy of myself as a beauty queen comes with a price. The imperfection comes to the perfection because I am perfectly imperfect. Thank you very much.
Okay, love, your question is, how would you differentiate love story from story of love? Again, how are you going to differentiate love story from story of love?
Though I can see a thin line that actually goes in between the two, love story is pertaining to the person. And the story of love is the learnings that you actually get out of that love story. And I believe that these two aspects are correlated to one another. Whether you lose, you cry, you become happy, what matters at the end of the day is you learn something that could make you the best version of yourself. Thank you.
Okay, here's your question. If you were a dot, would you be a block dot on a white paper or a white dot on a black paper? Again, if you are a dot, would you be a block dot on a white paper or a white dot on a black paper?
If I am going to be a dot, I want to be just like a white dot on a black paper. Why? Because it's actually applicable to us, the LGBTQ community. We are just like dot in the society. No one or someone can appreciate us, but then at the end of the day, they are just looking at the deeper side of us. I believe if I'm going to be a white dot on a black paper, at least I could be an impactful one to other people. That they could notice me. They could notice, oh, there's an LGBTQ out there. So that that's the time that I will learn and tell to myself that respect, love, and humanity has been observed. Thank you.
So the question is, if you have to add another color in our traffic light, what is it and why? Again, if you have to add another color in our traffic light, what is it and why?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I would add color in traffic light, what would it be and why? I would like to add color of gray. Why? It might be invisible to others, but I believe that color gray symbolizes a lot of things. Color of gray is a combination of black and white. It symbolizes my story. There's a hardship and there is a purity. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? In my journey in this competition, it's not easy. There are few of my fellow Katandunganons who are trying to drag me down. Yes, they used to call me Bobo, but I don't care at all. In this competition, I believe this pageant has a platform. And if I have given a chance to win this competition, I would like to use that platform. Because I believe that this pageant is the right time to connect all the provinces, municipalities, and cities, to make us one, to make us united. This pageant, this roadshow pageant, shows that we are being united. This will not deter me from achieving my goal, for I believe that I carry the values and core vision of CHER AMI International. Thank you so much.
So if you have to lead your life, would you rather take a left turn, right turn, or U-turn, and why? I'll repeat, if you have to lead your life, would you rather take a left turn, right turn, or U-turn, and why?
If I have to lead my life, I'd rather take the U-turn. Why? Because I will always remember the experiences, I will always remember the love of my family, and by that, I believe the saying, hindi ka makakapunta sa pupuntahan mo hindi ka makakarating sa patutunguhan mo kung hindi ka marunong lumingon sa iyong kinagalingan. And that's the essence of the answer. Thank you.
So here's your question. They always say that at the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. Aside from that, what's something that you want to find? Again, they always say that at the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. Aside from that, what's something that you want to find?
Okay, I believe that rainbow symbolizes the members of the LGBTQ community. Now, what I want to find is that to please the people, that we, member of the LGBT, is also a human that created by God. We should treat equal. You should not discriminate the members of the LGBT. Why? Because we are divergent. We can do a lot of things. We can inspire people. And I believe that at the end of the day, equality will embrace our society. Thank you.
So here's your question. What is the thin line between the joy of victory and the agony of defeat? Again, what is the thin line between the joy of victory and the agony of defeat?
Thank you
so much for that very wonderful question. I believe that the thin wall between victory and defeat should always be humility. That no matter what success you have in life and no matter how many failures you experience in your life, you should always be humble. Because we are all equal, we are not perfect, we commit mistakes. And also, if we have perseverance and eager to achieve our dreams, we will have success. So again, the thin wall between success and defeat should always be humility with God's grace. Thank you.
Question. Why is it sorry seems to be the hardest word? Again, why is it sorry seems to be the hardest word?
Okay, so, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Way back 2020, I've been cheated on. And I'm betrayed by my friends. And a lot of people committed mistakes in me. But the question is, why does it sorry? It's really hard to tell. It's because the acceptance of what you have done to a certain person. Because at the end of the day, yes, we can forgive everyone. But if you don't mean it, it's useless. Thank you so much.
Okay, your question is, money makes the world go round. Aside from money, what makes your world go round? Again, money makes the world go round. Aside from money, what makes your world go round?
Hello. Aside from money, what makes my world go around is the love of my family, the love of my husband, because I always believe that every day, we can survive every day if we have love for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 16. How can a human be humane? How can a human be humane?
Thank you so much for that very mind-boggling question. So the question bestowed upon my shoulder was, how can a human be a humane? So definitely, when a person or a human do good things, not only for the benefits of themselves, not only for the benefits of their family, but for the benefits of the society. Because I always believe, and you must to inculcate in your mind, you will be worthy if other people becomes worthy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, candidate number 17. For you, when does wrongdoings becomes right and right doings becomes wrong? Again, when does wrongdoings becomes right and right doings becomes wrong?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, doing doings becomes right is that you actually know na kapag alam mong mali na, dapat kailangan mong panindigan yung pagkakamali yun, which is turn out to become your strengths. Ladies and gentlemen, yung pagkakamali yun isang maging tunay na sandata mo upang itama ang pagkakamali sa hinaharap. Lagi nating tatandaan na ang nangyari sa nakaraan na hindi na mo ibabalik. Ngunit sa kabilang banda, the only thing that we can do is just to make doing right in the future. That's what we all invite. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 18. Your question is, with no reason at all, would you forgive or forget? Again, with no reason at all, would you forgive or forget?
With all of the negativities that is happening around the world, pandemic, typhoons, and this recent issues about kidnapping, well, I will definitely forgive people. We have to give them a second chance, because if God gives us a second chance to correct our mistake, then the question is who we are not to give a second chance. Thank you.
Okay, your question is, if you are tonight's judge, what writing material will you use? Ball pen, pencil, or highlighter, and why? Again, if you are one of tonight's judges, what writing material will you use? A ball pen, a pencil, or a why?
So thank you again to everyone. If I will be in judge tonight, what would I use to write and score candidates? Well, definitely, it is not important what materials do I need to use. What important the most is I give a right judgment on what the candidates deserve. I do always believe that we as a human, we have a lot of imperfections. We have a lot of consider as our strength. But what important the most is we showcase the talent. We showcase the true ganda Pilipina. Thank you so much.
So your question is, present government tried to change the names of our airport, schools, and other structures. If you were given a chance to change our national flag, what would it be and why? Again, our present government tried to change the names of our airports, schools, and other structures. If you were given a chance to change our national flag, what would it be and why?
There are a lot of things that is happening in our country nowadays, and I think we people and the government officials should focus more on something that will benefit the Filipino people. But if I will be given a chance to change our national flag, that would definitely a flag of color thing. I am not standing here playing safe, but I am standing here because I know, and up until now, I'm still a valid supporter of our former Vice President, Leni Robredo. And I am still hoping that after the 6 years of being president of our current president, Mr. Bongbong Marcos, pink flag will dominate the Philippines, because I believe that if we will be united, we can have a better nation under pink. Thank you so much.
What is the thin line between right and wrong? Again, your question is, what is the thin line between right and wrong?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. The thin line for right and wrong is us. How we going to right or wrong? It is going to right, you are a right person to do something. It is your benefit. If you're going to do wrong, it is nothing. When you do wrong, you learn for your mistake. And that would be all. Thank you.
So here's your question, candidate number 23. Let's borrow the old mirror of Boy Abunda. What reflection can you see in it? Again, let's borrow the old mirror of Boy Abunda. What reflection can you see in it?
Okay, good evening to everyone. So first of all, Boy Abunda, of course, before he becomes successful in her life, he encountered a lot of challenges, difficulties in life. And just like him, I would like to inform you or to encourage you everyone that whatever the challenges that you encounter in your life, whatever the difficulties, you must go for your dreams, you must fight for your dreams. Because ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember this. The success is not the key to your happiness, but happiness is the key to your success. So continue to do what makes you happy, then you will get the success that you really want. That will be all. Thank you so much.
So here's your question. Beauty and art are two different words, but why is it there is the art of beauty and beauty of art? Again, beauty and art are two different words, but why is it there is art of beauty and beauty of art?
Okay, thank you for that wonderful question. There is the art of beauty because of physical appearance. We all know that beauty comes along with the physical appearance first. And I do believe, as I observe, that people think that beauty is all just that. So it will enter the beauty of art, which is the heart. The true beauty is not just only on a physical appearance, but you can also, how can she communicate to the other people? Well, and I think that is a better definition of that thing. Thank you so much.
Comparing yourself to a glass of water, would it be half full or half empty? Again, comparing yourself to a glass of water, would it be half full or half empty?
Thank you for that very wonderful question. Good afternoon, panel of board of judges. The way we live our lives, or should we say, the way we are being steered to live our lives, presupposes omnipotent forces shaping the very fabric of our existence. If I were to be given a chance to compare to a glass of water, even it's half full or half empty, it should be half full. I've been experiencing discrimination as well as being neglected, rejected by many people in a society. Therefore, it is time to speak whatever I want to spread and express, most especially my thoughts